I refresh my memory. I pull out the drawers of my mental archive and sort through each file one by one. My actions that day, Mayuri's actions, my conversations with Mayuri, Nakabashi's presentation. With those memories to guide me, I begin to draw up a plan for how to complete my mission. Wow. Out my eyes. Once I hear Mayuri's voice. Then it's time. Whoop. I take a deep breath and stand up. Mayuri is faster on her feet than Daru and I are, so I had to her pick up some things for me. Okay. She went all the way to the lab and back to the sweltering heat. But she's not even breathing hard. She runs up to me with a triumphant smile, almost like a playful puppy shaking her tail. Here, will this work? In her hand is a plastic stick about 30 centimeters long. I take it and nod in satisfaction. Okay. Happy is useful. Okay. Brought you this. She hands me a banana. I guess she's telling me not to time travel on an empty stomach. I'm really hungry. This is a really long chapter. That bonus. A banana. No, I mean the stick. It's not a stick. It's a sword. Oh my god. They're making... bringing all these pieces back. Whatever. Shit. Oh my god. An essential item for idol and voice actors concerts. But it's not just a glow stick, it's a saber shaped, just as its name applies. So you can reenact scenes from Spark Wars. God damn it. Wow. Furthermore, it can also form fake blood clots to attach the cap at the tip, and thick blood starts flowing. Jesus. What he means to say is that everything is inevitable. Wow. Wow. I think I see the plan. You're gonna use the silent. Yeah, okay, we got it. Precisely. Stuff. Yeah, okay, you know what? We're gonna just read silently for a bit here. We're doing the setup here. Okay. 30 minutes. Okay, it's done. Pocket. Yep, preparations are complete. Give a glance. Bam. Let's go. There it is. One more time. Last chance. You ready? Leave it to me. I will change the world. So last time in any words made a Celtic. She replies, that wasn't possible. The world line where I killed Kurisu is minutely different from the one to which the time machine will take us. Time travel has a very small effect on divergence, which much too small to cause any noticeable changes, but enough to ensure that there can never be two versions of the same time traveler. However, it is important to remember that the world lines are not parallel worlds. Ultimately, attractive fields convergence merges them into a single world line. My actions are not meaningless if I succeed in deceiving both myself and the world. The entire universe will converge upon a different future. Leads to the hatch. Come back, okay? Of course. Her turn. Smile. Thumbs up. Virgins. Bam. The fate. Yep. Well, it's a mission of fate. Counting on you. Please don't call me uncle. I've already asked you not to call me uncle. Please stop doing that. It's weird. Instead of answering, I close my eyes. Find myself strangely calm. Now he's ready to go. You can't fail this. There's a brown. Yeah, man. There it is. Bam. You must not reject the 3 weeks you spent drifting between world lines. Don't undo the past, or it all goes. Only one thing matters now, saving Kurisu. Magical fairy lights. Gravity pulls us back. Rainbow compartment. It's time. Kabloomy. This is Ragnarok. Everything has to be closed. Every plot piece must be closed. I run through the plan in my head the last, like, okay, blah 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 blah. I have to do it. No, I will do it. Failure isn't an option. Wait, but he can't get out of here, though. Maybe 2 return trips, maybe? Because we said 3. No. Yeah, 3. What? Yeah. I think they're both stuck here, man. I wait for Suzuki to break the lock. Then I run inside. Bam. 7th floor. Bam, bam. 4th floor. I direct my attention to the capsule machine. Yup. It's time for one. He's gonna. Yes. Yep. He's gonna get it before she gets it, so that she doesn't get a metal Oompa. It's a plastic one. That goes with Nagabashi. Bam. Plain fire. No time to waste. I insert the 100 yen. Bam. He gets it. Falls into the slot just as I grab it. My heart leaps into my throat. That was Mayuri's voice. She's already here? I quickly turn and leave the area before Mayuri can see me. What the fuck? Okay, wait. Luckily, she's so entranced by the capsule toy machine that she doesn't realize who I am. What? The hell? Once I get down to the 4th floor, I check the contents of the capsule. Yes, okay, okay. Phew. Okay. I thought something else was twisting up there. This is the prize that was meant for me. Which means the first me will get. The answer is obvious. Phase 1 is complete. Time for phase 2. Yeah. I turn around abruptly. That was good. Kudis is standing behind me, her mouth open in surprise. Maybe the envelope piece here, maybe? Just came from blah, 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 blah. Huh? I'm going to save you. Leave everything to me. Crazy bitch. I say no more. If I tell her everything, she'll have no reason to talk to me in the first place. I mean, as she gets through these next 2 or 3 weeks, it would make sense because they would start developing the shit. She'd start to put the pieces together and she'd know something was up, you know? And then he could explain it because he would exist. Well, I don't know how this one ends because in my head, it's like, I'm not sure how he stays here because then there'd be 2 of them. That's how I understand it. She claimed that I had tried to tell her something, then proceeded to drag me out into the hallway for further questioning. That is part of my experience. This should be enough to ensure that it happens exactly as I remember. I pat Kurusu on the shoulder, then race back up the stairs. Right? So she was confused about that moment. That moment was important to her because it did happen. She did go like, what the fuck? Like, I run to the 6th floor, then creep up towards the 7th floor landing until I can just make out the capsule toy machines. As expected, there's the first me, about to turn the lever. Just to confirm it, maybe? It's an Oopa! She's still gonna be super happy. Is it rare? It's not rare. But isn't it just so cute? Maybe she loves Oopa! And that's that. We're done. I grinned to myself. It worked. The order changed. Mayuri now has a regular Oopa, not the metal one I gave her the first time. And that means... Thank you all for coming to Dr. Nagabashi Time Machine Conference. Presentation is about to begin. First me heads up to the 8th floor. But Mayuri doesn't move. She takes out a pen and starts signing the Oopa, just as planned. When Dr. Nakabashi defected to Russia on August 21st, he and Mayuri's metal Oopa with him. Yep. Plastic one instead. It should change the fate of the Nakabashi paper, but one question remains. How exactly did Mayuri's Oopa fall into Dr. Nakabashi's hands? That's true. That's true. Could be tied to this. We don't know. Maybe. She disappears from sight. I look at the Oopa lying on the floor. Does Nakabashi pick it up? Well, I guess he must. How? He's in the middle of his presentation upstairs. He doesn't have any opportunity. That's when Kurisu comes up from downstairs. I quickly hide in the stairwell across the landing. Wait a minute. Let me think this through. Kurisu reaches the 7th floor without noticing me. She finds the fallen Oopa and picks it up. What the hell? So is Kurisu found the Oopa? butterfly effect. Oh, she put it in as the envelope. What? In 3 weeks, this completely innocuous event changes the outcome of an accidental fire on one of what must be thousands of planes flying that day. By extension, it changes the fate of the entire human race. Jesus. Kurisu looks curiously at the Upa, then looks around as if searching for the owner. Of course, Kurisu doesn't know who Mayuri is. At this point in time, those two aren't even acquainted yet. Away she goes. After realizing there's no one around, Kurisu puts the Upa into her envelope and goes up to the 8th floor. Now that I've seen what I need to see, I go upstairs and head to the employee hallway. Here's where it gets serious. It'll last about 10 minutes. It should get dim before Kurisu makes her appearance. I know what I need to do. The problem is that my window of opportunity is so slim. Will I be able to handle the enraged Dr. Nagabashi? I don't know, man. One mistake and Kurisu will die. What are you afraid of, Hoya and Kyoma? Everything's going according to plan. Operation's cult is flawless. You spent 15 years perfecting it, remember? Kyoma will save Kurisu. This is confidence voice. This is confidence persona here. I close my eyes and wait for the time to come, hidden behind the same pile of cardboard boxes as last time. I hear the sound of sparse applause from the event hall, which means I should be hearing footsteps soon. There they are. Kurisu has come. And leans against the wall and looks inside her envelope, smiling softly as she does. And now I know the reason behind that smile. Oh. It's the Yupa inside. Motherfuckers. She's probably smiling at how adorable it is. That smile doesn't suit you, Kurisu. Eyes still full of chuckle. I'm surprised I'm calm enough to feel that way, despite the current situation. Once Nakabashi appears, that's my signal to spring into action. I'll bring out the Sialoom saber as soon as that bastard tries to take out his knife. Then I'll scare him away and stun Kurisu. I don't know, man. The stun gun, I brought, should handle both tasks flawlessly. Okay, that's the plan at least. Oh my god. The next set of footsteps echoes down the hallway. Kurisu looks up. I can't see Nakabashi, but I know it's him. Bam, bam, bam. I want to talk. Let me skip through some of this because I assume it's going to be the same. What's that? It's the paper. Okay, and then we're going to... Okay, there we go. Nakabashi, blah, blah, blah. Okay, now we're going back to this time. It's already dimmed down. Now all I have to do is remove the cap at the tip and the fake blood will... Oh no. In the darkness of my hiding spot, I bring the Sialoom saber close to my eyes and peer inside. The fake blood has begun to coagulate. No, this shouldn't happen. Yeah, I was certain the liquid would remain fluid for around 30 minutes after losing luminescence. Was it defective? Come to think of it, we never tested the Sialoom saber. Great. It can only be used once before the tube needs to be replaced. Given the lab's financial situation, we thought it would be a waste to use it, so we never did. How could I have failed to consider this possibility? If I had half a brain, I would have brought a spare. This is bad. The plan is falling apart. Well, not yet. It's not. There's always a way. Oh shit. I don't think he has a choice. I think it has to be... Yeah, it's his blood and then he sends her. Nakabashi's shrill shriek startles me. Those incompetent bastards were just... Yeah. So we're going back to this fray. Okay, then we're back here. Time won't stop for me. How do I recover the setback? I can't leave. Nakabashi's about to attack his daughter. If I make my appearance after that, it'll be the same as last time. I'll end up killing Kurisu again. No matter what. I can't let that happen. What do? Do I go back to the time machine and try again? I think he blocks the Blade Men for Kurisu. That's what I'm thinking. I don't know. There's not enough fuel for another trip. This is my last chance. Never want to see you again. You want my opinion? Blah blah blah. And then bam. My heart is pounding. I'm sweating like crazy. It feels like cover my mouth, suppress the sound of breathing. Is this pity? How dare you? Blah blah blah. He gets more angry. Things are about to escalate. Bam bam. Nakabashi's about to snap. Events are proceeding like last time, barreling inexorably towards blah blah blah, blooski dooski. And but another voice from within whispers, "Are you praying, Hyoin Kyoma?" What? Have you forgotten? What? I'll tell you why I called you here, but I wanted to research blah blah blah. Okay, who cares? We already read this. Fuck you, guy. Change the future. Deceive the world. But that brat in the lab coat ruined everything. Blah 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 blah. I wasn't. You want my opinion? Fine, I'll give it to you. I'm gonna publish it myself, blah blah blah. And then boom, bash, Bushki. Bushki, she won't die again. You're going out of my hands. Not at anyone's. You're stealing it? Bam. Bam. Slap. Escalation. Nakabashi strikes. It's starting. There's a choke. Oh my god. That puddle of blood I saw beneath Kurisu's body. There's one more way to reproduce it. One more way. Yep. One last chance. Yep. It's a gamble, to be sure. Even if it succeeds, I don't know what effect it might have on Steins Gate World's line. Oh shit. You can't possibly understand how I feel. Why did you have to be so talented? I detest you. Blah, blah, blah. Nobody blah, blah, blah. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. I am Mayuin Mayokoma, the mad scientist who defies God. My true desire is chaos. I have no need for a predetermined future. Here it is. Here it is. Here it is. Calmly, I step out of the hiding spot and draw the knife. In the room. Brat, yes, yes. Yeah, she go bye-bye. Okay, and then? Just getting to the point. Nakabashi pulls a knife. Cold steel. I laughed disdainfully. Try it if you dare. Who are you? My name. Soyun Kyoma. She would have heard. Well, this is a different version of the timeline. Ah, shit, okay. What? He explains it like he did at the beginning. Oh my god. I am the bringer of chaos, the destroyer of order. And I am the one who will end your ambition. Kurisu staggers her feet, puts her hand to her neck. Run away! Never! I dismiss Kurisu's plea and instead turn to Nakabashi with my arms spread wide. What's wrong, Dr. Nakabashi? Aren't you going to kill me? Or have you lost your nerve? Oh my god. Just comes out like a crazy person. Mere mortal could never slay a god such as... He's going for it, maybe. Nakabashi goes into a frenzy. He charges me with his knife pointed first. Knife point first. No. Has completely lost his mind. I can see it in his eyes. He won't stop. And if he won't stop, then I'll stop him with my own body. You can't kill me. You're nothing. Shine. Sorry, that's from One Piece. I learned that word and then I just, as a reaction video, it's fine. It's like now it's stuck in its like a style behind. It's just stuck in there. Okay, the knife approaches. Its point glitters menacingly in the dim light. Inches away. I don't move a muscle. This is my last chance. I'll do whatever it takes. Bam. And then he bounces because he's got to flee. He did it. He stabbed me with the knife that killed Kurisu. The pain flares. It feels like my insides are being torn out. Yanks out the knife. Blood gushes from the wound. Shit. Shit, man. Oh, shit, man. Pain threatens to steal away my consciousness. My body's on fire. My vision blurs. I struggle desperately to stay. Maybe the scream was him hearing himself die, getting stabbed. No, because he hears the scream when he sees the body. Now who's laughing? He's a psychopath, man. That's what you get for mocking me. Zapper. I whip out the stun gun and switch it on. The electric arc crackles to life inches away from Nakabashi's face. He instantly turns pale. Now you've done it. I spear him with my glare and take a step forward. I wave a nausea. A wave of nausea surges over me. Blood spews from my throat. But I don't look away. I keep my eyes, oh my God, fixed on Nakabashi. You'll regret this, old man. I'm going to kill you. You and the girl. I'll kill you both. Oh, I see, because he's going to have the story straight, right? Zaps her. But now it's a zapper instead of a stabber. Lie down, I'll call an ambulance. Zapper. What is she doing trying to help me? Didn't she hear me threaten to kill her? You're too soft-hearted for a Tsunade. Back when I was trying to save Mayuri, you were always the one who saved me. So this time, I'm going to save you. Zapparoonie, down you go. Shh, 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 shh. Sleep on my blood. Strength leaves my legs. Strength leaves the legs she used to support me. She collapses. Bro's gotta bounce. Takabashi, man. I'm sorry. I send her my silent apology. Shoot. I don't know. I'll be sure to have my way with your daughter before I kill her. But first is you, Nakabashi. He's got to get him to bounce. Tosses the knife away with a pitiful cry. He takes a step back, 2 steps back. Bounce. Firing the stun gun once more does the trick. Nakabashi turns and flees down the hallway towards the elevators. But first he makes sure to pick up the envelope Kurisu dropped. How shrewd of him. Well, it's gotta happen. Shit. Oh, and this scream is him screaming, but it was him dying screaming. So he still hears a scream. The other Rintaro. Shit. The lightest touch sends pain coursing through my body. I fall to my knees. I feel faint. The bleeding won't stop. Suzuha still has to come for him, though. The blood is starting to pool on the floor. Okay, the other guy comes now. The other Rintaro. Still not enough. Oh my god. Oh! Oh my god. Oh my god. The pain is nothing like I've ever experienced. Unable to bear it, I throw back my head. Oh my god. There's a scream. I scream until my throat is raw. I feed strength into my hands and pull the wound wider. What? Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh yeah, okay. If you die, if we fail. You forget who you're dealing with, Suzuha. Look at the floor. Notice anything? The floor? That should be enough blood, don't you think? She looks down and beholds my masterpiece. Oh my god. She needs to get them out of there, man. Yeah, he'll die. Yep. Can't be two. No way I'm going to die. Who do you think I am? I am the insane mad scientist. Shit. If Convergence holds, then it's already determined that I don't die. Not here. I don't know. Not this one. He ends his loop here. I die in 2025. She teleports back to 2025 and he dies? No, that doesn't make sense because that would be the old... That's so confusing. That's a fixed event on the beta world line. But if she sends this one back to 2025, then the other Rentaro grows old. Jesus, that'd be crazy. It would work. I think it'd work. That's a knife meant for Kurusu. Shit. The wound gave me what I needed to carry out the plan. Though I have to admit, I don't think it would hurt this much. There's no telling what will happen when we reach Steins Gate. The future of that world line is still undecided. There's no reason it can't include my death. How ironic. I made a bet based on the guarantee that I wouldn't die. But winning that bet makes death a very real possibility. Like he might have snapped himself out of the continuum, you know, of any continuum. Well, this one that dies, but then he's dead. Well, the other loop is still exists. Maybe he breaks. I don't know. I twist my lips into a smile. Time to put the finishing touch on my masterpiece. Get Kurisu. Okay. Picks her up, drops her on the blood. Then she lays her face down on the blood. Face up this time. I stroke her hair gently. Did it hurt? I'm sorry, but I had to do it to save you. Even though those 3 weeks will never come back, I want you to live. Even if you reach Steins Gate, even if Kurisu lives, even if I don't die, we'll never meet again. Kurisu will never join the lab. We will never build the time leap machine together. But still, I'm glad I was able to save her. Goodbye. Now he says his goodbye. Please stay unconscious for a while. I need you to deceive the first me. While Suzuha goes to pick up the knife, I use the wall to climb to my feet. Jesus. Mission complete. Return to base. Fuck. Jesus. This is crazy, Uncle. You're insane. Insane nonsense. This is all according to plan. Don't talk. I'll take you back to August 21st. Try to ensure that G is okay. I don't know what that's not a good idea. There's still 2 of them. You can't go back there, man. That's the thing that keeps creating loops. You can't do this. My wound throbs. Oh, but the other world line triggers? Like he's going back to one, but he's created the Steins Gate? To another world line? No. I can't stop thinking about it. Just gotta roll with these things. I know it makes sense if I think hard enough, but I'm not. It's late and I'm hungry. I'm on the 7th hour here. Hey, Uncle, I'm sure Steins Gate is waiting for us on the other side. A world where nothing is known. Where anything is possible. A world where you live, where Makise Kurisu lives, where Shina Mayori lives. A world where I have no reason to travel to 2010. The future may still lead to World War III. Well, she wouldn't exist right now if it already broke, right? It may lead to a dystopia ruled by CERN. Someone's warm hand grasps mine tightly. But now there is hope for the future again. I slowly close my eyes. It's hard to breathe. But my pain feels distant now. In her old position. Once we arrive, I'll probably disappear. I won't be able to thank you for bringing me to Steins Gate. So I'll say it now. The warmth of her hand slowly fades away. Oh. Yeah. Well, it's not that she's dead. She's out there. She just doesn't come back. Thank you, Uncle. Don't die. Live. And in 7 years, let's meet again, okay? Time to go home. They're waiting. I don't know how this would work, man. And with them, A future that has yet to be... and with him, a future that... Don't roll the credits. Don't you dare. Don't you dare. Don't you dare. Close it off. Fuck. God damn it. I know there's other VNs. There's other visual novels. Maybe there's something at the end of this. Let's just relax. Okay. Is there anything after the credits? We shall find out about this happening. And is it the 08? Oh. So it's not the Steins Gate, because the Steins Gate number was not that one. That's not what I remembered. That's not what I remembered. But it creates one. Open the Steins Gate. Well, that did it. There we go. That's why you don't skip credits, man. It's been a month since then. My wound was deep enough to require surgery, you crazy bastard. If I'd been just 1 hour late getting to the hospital, I would have died from blood loss. The doctor laughed as he told me this. Hilarious. After being cooped up in the hospital for so long, it's exciting to be walking around Akiba again. I look around to see if Akiba is any different from what I remembered, but nothing catches my eye. I just get the feeling that there are more moe shops than before. The mysteries of divergence. I chuckle to myself, then dig into my pocket. Something jingles. Yeah. It's all of them. And the 2 is right. There are 8. What the? The Future Gadget Laboratories members badges. They're designed based on the pin Suzuha brought from the future. How are they going to explain all this? Like in a post-credit. Unless it's another 4 hours. I can't do it. I need to eat. Like it's almost midnight. It's after 11. I skipped dinner. I didn't think I'd be doing this for over 7 hours. And I think this is my second recording. I don't even know. I don't even know anymore. I lost the entire day by accident. I thought I had like 1 or 2 hours left. Which world line Suzuha was that again? Shit. Anyway, back then, we searched all over Akiba for that pin. And while I was hospitalized, I thought it was the perfect opportunity to ask Daru to have them made. Oh, he made them. Oh. And of course, the one we commissioned to make them was that shady foreign street vendor. The final product is slightly different from Suzuha's, but it's pretty well done. I pass through the archway of Yanabayashi's shrine and head to the courtyard. There, brandishing a sword with the sublime dignity, stands a Miko. The Miko is so lovely that anyone would doubtless stop to stare. But that's not a Miko, and that's not a real sword. That sword is a 980 yen imitation, and that beautiful Miko is a guy. Lukaku lifts his head at the sound of my footsteps. Okabe-san. As soon as our eyes meet, he runs up to me in a fluster. His eyes are already wet with tears. You were discharged today. Yeah. But I'm sorry I didn't know anything about it. Of course you didn't. I didn't tell you. But I'm glad you're okay. I'm so happy. And then he starts crying in earnest. Seeing his tears, I feel an urge to pat his head and tell him everything will be alright, but I resist and sigh instead. I hear you're a natural at your cosplay debut. I hear you even have a fan club. Mary filled me in on the situation. After years of persistent nagging, she finally convinced Lukaku to cosplay near the end of the summer break. It wasn't in time for Kamima, but he wore one of Mayuri's costumes to cosplay event in early September. His cosplay debut was effective. Dozens of photographers took his picture, and the images soon went viral on the net. Try to look up pictures of Lukaku now, and you'll get a ton of hits. Wow, probably that's meta. He's being swarmed by fans, and since he's what they call a trap, he's probably with girls too. He's popular with girls too. There are some things in this world I just don't understand. To be honest, it's so confusing. You know, I still haven't had the pleasure to see you cosplay in the flesh. I just can't. If Okabe-san were to see me, I get so embarrassed I'd die. But you had fun, didn't you? That's what Mayuri said. Yes. You've grown up, Lukaku. He's overcome his feelings of inadequacy and accepted himself for who he is. And he even had fun doing it. My phone needs to stop buzzing when I'm playing this game. This is out of control. This is crazy. Okabe-san. I mean, Koyoma-san. It's all thanks to the Seishin Zanma style you taught me. It cleared my mind of all mundane thoughts. He truly is a worthy disciple. But you must not grow complacent. Your next objective is to ascend to the true form of Seishin Zanma style. Once you've mastered it, the flames of evil sealed within you will have nothing left to burn. That moment will mark the beginning of the legend of Urashibara Luka, Guardian Miko of the Personopolis of Akihabara. Akihabara. What exactly will this legend be about? I shall tell you at the proper time. I reach into my pocket and take out a pen. Lab member number 6. I grant this unto you. Lukaku nervously accepts the pin with a confused expression. When did I become a lab mem? I see. It's a memory from beyond the veil of time. Your past life, I suppose you could say. You could just tell these stories are all real, but people don't have to believe them. My past life. Oh, here we go. A lab mem. From the moment you were born, be proud. It's not an exaggeration, it's the truth. Lukaku most likely doesn't remember. But it's okay, even if I'm the only one who does. You don't like it? No, it's just... I'm really happy, Sniff. He starts crying again. I always wanted to be a part of your lab. I want to be one of you. I wonder if... Lukaku is not a guy right now. But I never had the courage to ask. Thank you so much. Like everything that could have gone right went right in this ending. That kind of thing. Or not right, like everything that could have gone the best way. That people... Yeah, this is a precious artifact. Only 8 of them exist in the entire world. It's a magic item that protects you from all calamity. So don't lose it. I won't. With a joyful smile on his face. Too cute. They didn't confirm it, but it was left open. I'm not sure. I don't know. Welcome back, Master. And maybe her father's still alive, that kind of thing. I passed through May Queen's door because he did say there's more moe. So she works with her dad to make it more moe. I don't know. For the first time in forever, Ferris runs over to greet me. Kyoma! Whee! She suddenly links arms with me. At first, I get a little flustered when something soft touches my elbow. But then I break into a cold sweat once I feel the murderous glares of the surrounding Ferris fans. They let you out of hospital, yeah? Yeah, I managed to claw my way out of hell. I tear Ferris off me and take a deep breath. Precisely what I expected from the Hoyan bloodline. The name of the undying phoenix isn't just for show, yeah? I see she's still making up her own backstories for people. It boggles the mind that this crazy cat girl is behind the redevelopment of Akihabara. Maybe the world's just messed up. Has a day off? Yeah, I know. She shows me to my table where I order iced coffee. Oh right, we decided to open a second May Queen location. And it's right on Shudorin, yeah? Isn't that awesome, yeah? Don't you think you're abusing your authority as redevelopment committee chair? Just a little? No doubt the recent explosion of moe shops is her doing. I think she's getting just a little carried away. This is my sacred duty, yeah. Now is the time to summon all the powers of moe to this holy land in preparation for their offenses, yeah. Offensive. What? They're going to attack? Did the awakening occur while I was in the hospital? Oh shit, I hope this didn't. It's like all the decisions you made in your text and shit like that all come up to like do something at the end here. I don't know, man. That's right, yeah. It was too long ago. I not too long, it's like a lot. It's a lot of little things and a mix of very granular shit to think about, man. That's right, yeah. They took your absence as our opportunity, yeah. Will we be able to complete the moification of Akiba before they hatch? That's the only way to defeat them. It's a race against time, yeah. Ferris also fought in the Rhinet AB tournament to gather karma, but it was really tough by myself, yeah. What the hell does that mean by, what the hell does she mean by karma? Over the past month, Ferris has started participating in Rhinet Axis Battler tournaments. Ferris is the chairman of the Akihabara Redevelopment Project, a high school student, a popular waitress at a maid cafe, the president of the company founded by her father, and the head of Akiya family. Maybe not. Maybe the father's not alive. She should be incredibly busy, but I guess she couldn't stay away from Rhinet forever. I think it's like minor changes is how they put it, right? So anyway, she went to her very first official tournament and snatched a victory away. Ferris is even more cheerful than usual now. I guess all it takes to feel fulfilled is to do the things you like to do. I need your mad scientist powers to stop them, yeah? If they make it into town, they'll make the place their litter box. I guess I have no choice. If it's come to this, then I too must fulfill the covenant. Oh yeah, and take this with you. Oh, that wasn't her, that was him. Oh yeah, and take this with you, yeah? Medallion. I take a pin out of my pocket and present it to Ferris. This is... Where did you get this, Kyoma? During my stay at the hospital. So you've overcome the test of the heart, yeah? You truly are a great man, yeah? I don't really get what's going on, so let's just nod for now. This belongs to you, lab member number 7. Whenever you need my help, just hold that pin and speak the incantation La Yoda Stasela. What? Ferris and I smile at each other. And then we high five. Future Laboratory is the hope of Akiba, yeah? Can I come over for a visit, yeah? Of course you can. Darrow will be glad to see you. Of course. When I get back to the lab, I'm startled to find an unexpected visitor. Bam. Out of the hospital already? Yeah. Tennoji, Yugo, and Nei are standing out in front. Kiryu Moeka is with them. The Rounders, who killed Mayuri on another world line. Nei hides behind her father when she sees me, like usual. Yeah, let me introduce you. Tennoji indicates Moeka with his chin. Starting today, this girl's gonna work part-time at my place. Moeka bows her head. She's silent as always, but at least she's not holding her phone. Oh, I guess that's some improvement. Man, I don't know, maybe he does open up to her. He does. Oh, the CERN thing doesn't exist, so he'd never get involved. Maybe this is all coincidence. Well, coincidences don't exist. Doesn't talk much, but don't let it bother you. Don't worry, Shiny Finger and I know each other already. Shiny Finger? Who's that? I point to Moeka.
Shining Finger.
That's the name of our Esper power. Tennoji and Moeka ignore me completely. He helped me look for an IBN 5100. I got a thank you email from her during my stay in the hospital. The email helped me figure out our relationship on this world line. Oh? Did you find one? Moeka shakes her head. Well, it's just an urban legend. Oh, why did you decide to work here? Did Tennoji tell her who he is? I thought Moeka wasn't supposed to know FB's true identity. Maybe he finds out? I don't know. But that's not her phone with her, though. I brought her. Nei speaks up in a tiny voice. What? I introduced her to Daddy. I see, so you're a matchmaker? Huh? And numbskull. There's only 2 things I love in this world. Brawn tubes and my little girl. Daddy. Besides, it was more like the other way around. After Nate fell and got hurt, this girl gave her first aid and brought her all the way back here. I didn't know Moeka had such a gentle side. Since she was unemployed, I decided to give her a job as thanks for helping my girl. Never thought our store would hire a part-timer. Well, did you hire everyone just last month? You high on your painkillers, kid? I've never had help before. She would never have come. Of course. The Suzuha who worked here was the Suzuha of the Alpha World Line. The Suzuha who came from a future ruled by CERN. The current world line has a different future, so she didn't come. The time she spent here never happened. Well, in that case, good luck to you, Moeka. This is the perfect opportunity. I take a pin out of my pocket and hand it to Moeka. Oh, now you're flirting. Don't mess around with my part-timer. This pin is proof that you are lab member number 5. Our lab is on the 2nd floor. Come by whenever you feel like it. Oh. Stares at the pin in her hand. But I can't help you look for the IBN 5100 anymore, okay? Don't be like that. Help her out, will ya? No. I can't. I'm a busy man. Catch the attention of the rounders again? No thanks. Besides, the 3 of them are better off if we never find an IBN 5100. I end the conversation with a shrug and head to the stairs. Moeka calls my name. I turn back to see Moeka smiling. Oh, ever so faintly. Thank you for this. The hatred I once felt towards them is gone. I mean, that'd be hard, man, but world lines are different. I forgave Moeka and Tenoji both. I mean, not this timeline. Now that they've destroyed our time, now that I've destroyed our time machine, we can go back to being good neighbors. That's it. I won't pry into their secret lives, and I won't attempt to fight them either. It's all up to them. However, shit. The affection that Nei showed towards Moeka brings an undeniable warmth to my heart. Right as I walk into the lab, I'm greeted by the chiming of a microwave oven. Oh, Karin! Mayuri smiles brightly as she takes her juicy chicken number 1 out of the microwave. Did you just combine Welcome Back and Okanin? I thought I saw that wrong. I was looking at achievements. I've got 73%, 31 out of 42. There's still stuff missing, man. Yep, I said it before, remember? Then Mayuri holds out the steaming chicken. Want some too? I'll give you one to celebrate your homecoming. I accept the gift of chicken and pop it into my mouth. I guess it's because I've had nothing but crappy hospital food for a month, but it's so delicious I want to cry. Where did you get that in microwave? We disassembled the phone wave named Subject to Change weeks ago. That was me, right? Daru pops out of the development room in all his rotund glory. I wonder if he's making a new future gadget. You bought it? I found it, duh. It was a pain to repair. It's kind of old, but it still works fine. That's our super hacker. Oops. Now let's keep up that pace and make the next future gadget. That reminds me, Okarin. I'm mad at you. Mayuri suddenly puts on a pout. Why did you leave the hospital without telling Mayushi? We went all the way to the hospital to pick you up, but the nurse said you had already left. That was one hot nurse. I wish I was hospitalized instead of Okarin. Shut up, man. Just stop. You think you're my guardian now, Mayuri? You've certainly come up in this world. Have you forgotten? I'm the one who protects you. I even helped you with your diaper. Oh, shit. I couldn't move at all after that operation. So my mother and Mayuri made the great effort of coming to care for me. Especially Mayuri. Even though it was her summer break, she visited me every day. I'm grateful for this childhood friend of mine, from the bottom of my heart. She's a ditz, to be sure, and seems like she always needs someone to look out for her, but she's actually quite tough for her age. You got your childhood friend to change your diaper? I'm jealous, man. That Roge is... Stop it. I think Daru needs to... Oh my god. I popped Mayuri on the head. I'll buy you some juicy chicken #1 later. Really? Thanks, okay. It was worth it to help you after all. I breathe another sigh of relief when I see Mayuri's innocent smile. Mayuri is still alive. I've seen her die countless times. Though the events of those world lines have been undone, my struggle to escape them was not in vain. If the same thing were to happen again, what would I do? Would I accept her death this time? Or would I try again to save her, even if it meant building another time machine? There's no way to know. The future is undecided, but for now, Mayuri is here. And that means everything to me. 2 more pens to give out. Here, take these. I give Mayuri and Daru their pens. They're finally done. Show off the play. Gotta be sure to put this on every day, or else I won't be let into the lab. Nobody really wants that rule, but whatever. Nobody really made that rule? Yeah, but you know, there's something I've been meaning to ask you about the pin. What's that? There's an inscription, right? It says, Oshmkufa. I guess you could have missed this. Wait, no you couldn't have. Yes, you could have. Wait, what? The Suzuha one. But we were looking for this before that even... Oh, he would have reversed on it. That's right. She's the one who put it together. Okabe, Shina, Ishida, and then Urishibara and Ferris. I got those, but what about M, K, and A? Who are they? M for Makise, K for Kiryu, A for Amane. But the current Mayuri wouldn't understand. Those 3 were lab mems on a world line undone and forgotten. I haven't told Mayuri or Daru about them. They wouldn't believe me even if I told them, especially about the last initial, A. Shit. I mean, how do I tell Daru he's going to have a daughter? I can just imagine his reaction. Oh, fuck's sakes. Who's my lucky bride to be? I hope she's got a cute face and a delicious flat... What? And delicious flat chest and blonde hair and twin tails and a golden ratio Sundari personality, and when she's in Dari mode, she's super cuddly and sexy. He'd say something gross like that, no doubt. Oh, man. I remember. As I lay dying in the time machine, Suzuha gripped my hand and said, "Once we arrive, I'll probably disappear. I won't be able to thank you for bringing me to Science Gate. So, I thank you now. Thank you, Uncle. Don't die, live. We'll see each other again 7 years from now. Blah, 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 blah. Anyway, for Science Gate. And that's why I don't mourn Suzuha. And in 7 years, let's meet again, okay? I don't know what the future will bring. There's still the possibility that Daru won't get married, that Suzuha won't be born. That's true. But still, I believe that in 7 years, we will meet again. And that's when I will give her this pin, her birthright as Lab Mem number 8. Until then, I'll keep it in a safe place." Shit. I aimlessly head downtown alone. I want to get a better look at the Steins Gate world line. But try as I may, I can't find anything drastically different. Way back when Ferris's D-mail erased the Moe shops from Akiba, that time, it was obvious that the world had changed. I feel unsatisfied, so I look up at Radicon. Obviously, there's no satellite stuck in the roof. It's open for business as usual. When I arrived on this world line right after I saw Suzuha disappeared, the first thing I did was ask Mayuri and Daru a question. Have there been any murders at Radicon? As they panicked at the sight of my bloodstained body, they answered that no one had been murdered at Radicon. As we waited for the ambulance to arrive, I had to call up the news on my phone. They were running the story about Nakabashi's flight to Russia. And I was wondering how I was going to get this information, but here it is. This time, Nakabashi looked terribly agitated. His eyes were bloodshot. He was yelling, spraying spit everywhere. His appearance was strikingly similar to how I last saw him in the hallway at Radikan. To me, his unintelligible rambling was evidence of Operation Skull's success. This is an outrage, a fire. How can that happen? My precious thesis was burned to a crisp. The future of humanity went up in flames. This is no time for an interview. Sorry, bitch. I won't stand for this, Russian Airlines. I'll murder every last one of your crew members. Money's not the issue. Aren't you listening? You burned my thesis, which would have changed human history forever. Well, you didn't write it, so you can't rewrite it, bitch. I should never have let you fools handle my suitcase. None of this would have happened if I just carried it on with me. The subtitles read, "What was your thesis about?" Time travel. The invention that can grant control over all space-time from past to present to future. The screen immediately returned to the studio where a female reporter continued. I think he's just crazy or something like that. Oh yeah, he sounds like a sociopath. Also known as Mikise, Shoshi was detained by Russian authorities upon arrival in Domodedovo International Airport in Moscow. Mikise is currently under investigation by the Tokyo Metropolitan Police Department as a suspect in the July 28th stabbing of a young man. But he would have left. What? Or Kurisu would have seen him get stabbed, and it would have been her report. But then they lost the body. They would have lost the body. I don't think anyone's going to listen to Nakabashi now. For argument's sake, let's say Nakabashi manages to recreate Kurisu's thesis from memory. Nothing will come of it as long as Kurisu is alive. The scientific community undoubtedly trusts the Mikise daughter over the father, meaning Kurisu can deter any attempts made by Nakabashi. World War III won't break out, or at the very least, it won't be over the Nakabashi paper, right? There's always a chance for shit divergence and stuff. I haven't seen Kurisu. Apparently, Kurisu reported to the police that I was stabbed, but at present, there has been no progress on the investigation, as the victim, from their point of view, up and disappeared. But she would know who he was, though. She would have still met him. She still would have run into him. I heard from Daru that no one was murdered at Radikan, and I couldn't find a single report of anyone dying in the area that day. Kurisu is still alive, that much is certain, but I haven't had any contact with her since then. Aside from the few words we exchanged at Radikan, the current Kurisu and I are strangers. Besides, I was bedridden, so it's not like I could have gone to see her, even if I wanted to. Well, that's what's crazy. Oh, that's right, because she had never been inspired. Right. Well, no. Something's crazy here, man. Something's crazy because there would have to be two Rentaros. I'm still a bit confused about this. Because he gets brought back, but he doesn't get brought back with a stab wound. And then it's like July 28th. He gets brought back and it's August 21st. Yeah, but the Rentaro that was in the apartment, the Radicon, he'd still have to be there. That one would still have to be there. Because he would have seen the body. There'd have to be two of them, man. That's messing me up, man. Is that possible? Maybe they'll explain it as they tend to explain everything. Teresa said that she was supposed to go back to America in August. That was on the Alpha World line, so things may have changed, but what reason would she have to stay in Japan after what her father did to her? I thrust my hand into my pocket. 2 pins remain. One of them is for lab member number 1. That's me. The remaining badge, which belongs to lab member number 4, may never reach its rightful owner. Oh well. However, Kurisu is alive, and that's good enough for me. I once chose to let her die. I once killed her with my own 2 hands. But this time I was able to save her. No one remembers those 3 weeks we spent with Kurisu. No one but me. I will remember. I will never forget. So I don't need anything else. I don't want anything else. Hey, Kurisu. I don't know what the future holds. War may still break out. CERN may still complete their time machine. But at the very least, the future is undecided. We're building it now, from the bottom up. Not just me, not just you, but every man, woman, and child. So keep on watching wherever in this wide world you may be. I take out my own pin and fasten it to my chest. I walk through the sea of shoppers, staring straight ahead. I don't know, man. I don't know, man. I quickly turn around. Just now, in the corner of my eye, I saw her. The girl who shouldn't be here. Her long hair fluttered as she passed me by. A familiar figure I'd recognize that back anywhere. She has stopped too in the middle of the sidewalk. Slowly, she turns to face me. Come on. Yeah? Yes. Tear? She'd remember him saying to save you. And then the whole time thing? I don't know. I think she'd put it together. But I'm still confused as to what happened to the Rintaro who would have found this. Unless he disappears. Like, he comes back to this timeline and erases, like, I don't know, 2 weeks of Rintaro's life? I don't even know. Like, something doesn't make sense because he was there. So, it's her. Stop talking, let's just read. Let's finish this up, man. It's almost midnight. I thought she had gone back to America. It's her. She doesn't even know me. It's you. That voice. That face. That hair. Those eyes. My Kisukusu is standing there, the same as I remember her. I've been looking everywhere for you. Ever since you saved my life. I was afraid I'd never have a chance to say thank you. Shit. I'm so glad we could finally meet. Thank you so much. And thank goodness you're alright. Kurisu looks so radiant as she tries to hold back her tears. Just when I thought I had finally suppressed it, all my love for her flows out at once. I'm so happy that I want to cry too. So to hide my embarrassment, I take out my phone and put it to my ear. Oh no. Oh no. It's me. Why is she here? Reading Steiner. Don't activate. What? What? Protect her? Heh. That's a tall order, my friend. But if that is the choice of Steins Gate, so be it. Asai Konguru. I close my phone and clear my throat. It's the way he hides things, you know? I have no idea what to say. She's still staring at me with those wide, pleading eyes. I open my mouth. We meet again, Christina. How many times do I have to tell you I'm not Christina? Or your assistant, or... How? How does this Kurisu know about that? Those were the names I used to tease Kurisu. She always got mad whenever I used them. They were our bond, our private joke. It's like a deja vu equivalent. Like a trigger. But I had yet to use them on the day we first met at Radicon. So how could this World Lines Kurisu know? Words just popped into my head. It looks like Kurisu is confused as I am. She stares at me bewildered. And then I finally realize the truth. Everyone has reading Steiner. Shit. Even if the world line changes, even if the past and the future are rewritten, your memories will remain. When merely forgotten, you've merely forgotten. All it takes is a push, and you can remember. The memories of those lost 3 weeks. Shit. The memories we made together.
ようこそ
Welcome back, my
我が
assistant.
父
Makise
マ
Kurisu.
キセ・クリス
No, Christina.
いや
I reach into my
ク
pocket
リスティーナ
and take out the last pin. Nobody knows what the future holds. And that is why, just as the reunion demonstrates, the possibilities are endless. I place the pin in Kurisu's hand. I gently close her hand in mine. And holding back my tears, I tell her,
これが
this is the choice of
シ
Steins.
ュタインズゲートの選択だよ
Fuck. Jesus. Open the Steins Gate completed. I didn't get an achievement for that. I did. All the world lines complete. I didn't mean to do it, but I mean, when you give me the options. And we are 1 week later. I've saved none of that. I mean, I don't think there's anything left to play, but there are achievements to get. I'm gonna have to let these ones go. There's 10 left to get. 32 out of 42, 76%. I mean, I wouldn't even know. I would have to look these up. I mean, there's some stuff I could try just because, like, it makes sense. Like, the codex is probably missing an entry or two, so there's likely something I missed that would have been like something I might have been able to, I don't know, intercept in the first 3 chapters, because those are the ones I didn't redo. I reloaded chapter 4, so there might have been something I missed there. And like I said, I think it's like something to do with the battle stuff. So, and then what else? But not 10 of them. I don't know where I'd get 10 of them. Stuff with the emails. I could see like email chains, like an actual continuity of conversations with the characters in those email chains. I could see that maybe getting an achievement each. And then what else? See, I don't even know. There's like, I missed an email once and I got an achievement. So that was an accidental one. Could I do that again? Could I do a run where I don't answer any of the emails? Could that be an achievement? I would have to, I'm doing meta analysis on this now for 10. Anyways, we're done. I mean, when I commit to a game, I mean, I can definitely get it done, but I do give up food and sleep, and I get flus, and I get nerve damage, and I lose my right arm, and I almost lose my eye, my right eye, in the process. But hey, you know what? We're here. We got to the end of Steins Gate. This was one of my favorite experiences. It's weird to say the gaming experiences because it is a game, but it's not a game. It's a reading experience. It's like, it's a mix of both, and that's why I wanted to experience it. I really want to know what this is all, like, what this kind of experience is all about. I really wanted a piece of this, but I'll be honest, and it's at the end of this, so I'm kind of bantering now, and to keep it contextual to this Let's Play, it's like producing games has become a thing that was also part of that interruption. And with this game in particular, I really felt it because I tried to do a manga channel for a bit and then a reading channel. I kind of still do a personal thing with that I'd like to explore, but I'm not really, like, all of those were experiments in some weird way. I almost felt like I was in my own kind of world line jumps in the last 2 years to try to kind of figure things out. I don't know if it was a subliminal impression of this game on me or not. I didn't know much about this. Like, I got into chapter, what is it, 2 or something? Before I had to break, and then I did 3, and then I took another break. So, but it's weird. It's weird that there's a parallel going on here. To something, in some weird ways, that the right arm and the right eye was really freaky. That's really freaky. But in anyways, even as I mentioned, I was just thinking back to, it was the worst 8 months probably in my life. I'm derailing, and I've derailed myself as I was trying to explain something tied to world lines. And the production of this was something that I definitely struggled with because I wanted to do it a certain way. That was part of one of, like, this, the fifth world line was really the world line that started on this channel that continued to now. But there was like the 4 before, it was like different things had knocked it off course, right? And I talked about that every time I returned, and I kept all of those in just to keep this continuity, because that was kind of the lore of this series, was just that's what it was going to be, you know? And I just had to commit to it. And it kind of made meta sense, and I thought it was amusing, and I just wanted to push through it, you know, and see what would happen. But it's like each one of those had its things, you know? Like, so the first time with the game, it was because I played something like, I think it was like 2 or 3 hours worth of the game. something like that. Maybe I got through the first chapter and I didn't save the game. I thought it was auto-saving. And so when I came back into the game, I had no save files. So then I believe this is how it worked. And then the second time I played to the same point and maybe just a scene after that. And I ended up saving it. So that ended up, I think, still part of the first attempt of the Let's Play. But it was technically the second world line of the Let's Play. Because I started it off. But anyways, so then that one gets online. And I think it was like, I cut that one into 2 or 3 episodes because I did a 3-hour session there. And then it was a copyright blocker issue. Manual reviews. And it knocked out the entire Let's Play because of the music. From Ages Inc., which they're amazing now. They're great now. But back in those days, the copyright system did auto flagging and blocking and stuff like that. And it was just like the LP was gone. So I was like, well, I gotta redo it, but without sound. And so the third world line was me coming in and turning the sound down so low that I could play the game, but there was no sound. And I played that world line out. And I didn't enjoy it. I mean, I enjoyed it, but I could tell in editing, I was like, something's missing. And that was the first time I just stopped because I was like, I got to figure out the production of Steins Gate if I'm going to play Steins Gate, you know? And then, so that was the third attempt. And then the fourth attempt was my return back. I put out a vlog. I still remember a vlog. I had just bought this house 2 years ago. And I was outside on the deck. And I was just like, I want to play Steins Gate so bad. And that was maybe a year and a half ago at this point. Because it was, anyways. So I do this vlog and I'm like, I really want to do something about this. And that's why I still remember the whole thing with there was no music. It's like I did it, but there was no music. And I wasn't feeling it. Because the music was part of the experience. You know, I really wanted it as part of my experience. And so I was like, I want to come back, and I know I'm going to get copyright blockered, but maybe I just push through it, and I see if I can do something in production or something like that, and I can try it. And so that was the fourth world line, was me trying to come back and turn on the music, and I got some copyright claims on it, but I was able to reverse them. I think in this case, I was able to reverse them. Is I think what happened, and so I thought maybe this is possible. And that's when the weird life stuff happened. I had to put this new house up for sale because I was considering moving country and stuff like that, and just changing things in my life around. And so I had to take everything apart, and I was like, I had just restarted Steins Gate, so I had to stop it. And then I had a nerve injury that actually took out my right arm. I was playing Project Zomboid at the time. It was strange, but it's like I lost feeling in my arm. My entire arm went completely dead. And then and then that led to, so that was the first impact, and it was a bit of a crisis. And then the second time it happened, I thought I was having a stroke, and so that turned into a major issue. I had to go into emergency, stuff like that. So that's like a vlog at the end of this series that maybe not a lot of people are going to watch, but this is the continuity. It's all wrapped up in the Steins Gate. That's the oddest part of all of this. Not the arm thing, but the arm thing became part of it, because strangely enough, the Rentaro right arm shit, and that's really creepy. And then while not being able to use my arms for more than 15 to 30 minutes a day, like without like braces, and I had to be off things, I couldn't like lift things, I couldn't do anything, I couldn't use a mouse and keyboard. So I went in for an eye test. I haven't gone in for an eye test for like, I don't know, 10 years, something like that. And so they detected something called the early onset glaucoma, in particular acute angle closure glaucoma in my right eye. And it was like a low degrees. There's like a 45-degree angle. It's supposed to be lower than that, right? So something like 30 or something like that. It's like earlier, sort of youngish for this thing to be happening. You should probably go check it out at an actual surgeon. I went to a surgeon, and then it turns out that, but when I got to the surgeon like 4 months later for that appointment, the angle closure, the surgeon tells me that you're on the I don't know what the words he used, right? But he tells me, this is almost a medical emergency. You almost have to go to the hospital, and this is like, it's a crisis you're dealing with right now because you're at 5 degrees. So the closure is almost completely closed. What that means is like the pressure in my eye would have done some permanent damage, and whatever that might mean, right? But at the time I was recording Mass Effect Andromeda, and I went through these like, I was starting to get these headaches in the back of my head, and then for 10 days I had this migraine. I've never had cluster headaches or migraines, but I had these headaches for 10 days. And then on the 10th, 11th day is when I went into the surgeon to do that review before I did the first operation, and that's when he detected this. And he's like, so they had to do some laser surgery. They had to cut parts of the back of my eye. Anyways, it's weird, it's gross, I don't want to talk about it. But then I got them to check my left eye, and then my left eye had some problems. It's not the same, but I ended up getting zapped 9 times in my left eye and only 3 times in my right eye. My right eye was the bad one, right? So that made me a little bit nervous. I could have lost my vision. But here we are. And then I was like, you know what? I'm not selling the house anymore. I came out of that moment, and it was August. That's crazy, because it was August. I'm gonna say something even crazier. If I look up my appointment, I have Google. I have this in Google Map. I got this in Google Keeps. I'm gonna look this up right now. This would be a disgusting amount of coincidences that they're actually legitimately creepy. Just let me. keep right now. I had my appointments listed in here. Did I still save them? I would have archived the date of all of these appointments. Hold on. August 19th. That's crazy. August 19th. Friendly reminder scheduled August 19th at 1 p.m. Oh, God, that's crazy, man. The amount of coincidences are nuts. Anyways, so let me get back in the game. Oh, yeah. Anyways, so that was a weird ending for a Let's Play, right? I mean, I think it was worth pointing out because this went through a journey. And then in 1 week, I started playing it again for this 5th world line, I think, to end the story off here. So I started the 5th world line because I'm like, I just got to replay it back to the point so I can kind of remember. I got to remember the pieces, you know? But I'll leave the original Let's Play, but I'm going to play back just to kind of remind myself, or was it the end? The point is there was a fifth restart, and this is the one. So here we are. And then in this 5th restart and the continuation when I committed to it last Thursday, which was a week ago at this point, I was like, I'm gunning through this. I'm finishing this on the weekend. Liz, my voice get a flu. And during the actual Let's Play, so the last few episodes, you would have seen the complete derailment. I'm like, I will not. That was like my fight to the end. I was like, no, I will save this Let's Play. I will save it. I'm the mad scientist. Oh, and kill me. Oh, Jesus. So here we are. I enjoyed it. It was one of my favorite experiences, like I said, to bring it back around of all times. I say of all times because I've read a lot, I've watched a lot. I love media and storytelling. This is one of the best constructed stories I've ever experienced. When I say I've read a lot of things, take my word for it. I've read a lot of things over the decades. Many plurals there, and so it's very inspiring. It's very inspiring. I would love to do more visual novels, especially if they're like this granular and they can get this deep. I really love this kind of storytelling. And as a production for YouTube, I think I found my grind. I think I found it. I mean, it might not be for everybody, and that's okay because it meant a lot for me to get to the end of this one. And it meant a lot for me to experience it the way that I did and figure out a way to produce it so that I could find that harmony, this convergence, if you will, of experiences that are really desired. Like, I don't want to stop YouTube, and I don't want to not share video games. I would play the video games, but playing the video games and sharing them is a whole different experience for me, and I wanted both those things to exist in some sort of unity. So I feel like this Let's Play kind of pushed me through that last hurdle, and I really needed it. And so that's it. That's me wrapping up this Let's Play. Not really a review of the game because I talked about it a lot during the game itself. There's not really anything bad I could say about this game. For me, it'd be a 10 out of 10, and that's not even up for debate. With all the endings and everything, even if you don't even get all of the endings, I think that the experience itself lended itself for you to choose one of those lines, and it'd be okay. Okay, maybe it wouldn't be a 10 out of 10 if you just stopped on one of the lines, like the Suzuha one or the Luca. And it's like you kind of needed more, you know. But at the same time, I feel like you don't just stop the game there, and you know the game doesn't end there because you know you have the choice to not do something, and that it's going to do something else, and that's the point of this story and the narrative. You know, it's so embedded inside the meta construction of this experience that it's just wonderfully unified as a meta experience, game experience, reading experience, visual experience. I would have wished maybe some of the visuals would have changed a little bit more, but I guess that's the thing with visual novels, you know. But I still think that what they did was still very good. I don't know. I have nothing bad to say with this. I really don't. Nothing I can think of right now. And maybe because it's like I got a very strong bias around my experience having gotten to the end of this one, you know. But I'm rambling at this point. This could have been a vlog, but we're not going to do those. They're going to be at the end of these videos, and the people who catch these things, you're going to have the secret behind-the-scenes pieces that sometimes appear at the end of playthroughs, you know? Yeah, it's the special moments that I guess you unlock if you get all the way to the end. You're an achievement hunter, you know what I mean? So I'm going to wrap this one up here. Thank you very much. It's midnight now. I haven't eaten dinner. You hear that a lot, I'm sure. Ah, man, I'll catch you in the next one. I don't know what that's going to be. We'll find out when we get there. Don't forget to explore, engage, and inspire, buddy. Peace.